I see there's a link on here. I've got my AirPod in. So I'm gonna try to wait on you to show up so I can make sure that you can hear me okay. So don't forget to like. If what I'm saying resonates with you or you think somebody else needs to hear it, then share, tag people, and then tag somebody that you know needs to hear this story time, okay? And I appreciate your support. Send me some stars, guys. As a mompreneur, as a content creator, those stars add up, okay? So they help me to keep doing what I'm doing and to add to my coinage that I use as a solopreneur to care for me and my babies. And my oldest is in college now. So yeah, send them stars, okay? Send the stars, because that's going to go right on their tuition too. It's also going to go on to continue to pay my attorney. If you want to know more about that, then, look around. I had a GoFundMe going around for a little while. That helps, and I really appreciate everyone who contributed. Shout out to Pastor Boyer. Shout out to Dave Jobert. Shout out to... my old hairdresser. Oh my gosh, she gonna get me. I just had why did my brain just go out? Trend Salon. Shout out to Trend Salon and everybody else, that contributed to that, to helping to pay my attorney fees for the person that I'm about to talk about right now. So let's get into the story time. All right. So again, if you can hear me, just put "I hear you" or something like that in the comments, okay? And don't forget, like, share, and go on and send us them stars, because I deserve it. So this is about my former husband, the last husband. I had two. So this is about the last husband I was married to, Officer Miles, y'all. So it just hit me this morning. This fool, the reason why, I always knew he was, but the reason years later, now this was back in 2012, 2013 when it happened. Hey guys, hey, I see you watching, thank you. But like the reason just hit me today, like the epiphany just said, girl. So, like I said, 2012, 2013. So this morning I was doing some online shopping with Maddie, one of my daughters, and it's time to just upgrade some of the furniture. So I'm looking, she wants a new trundle bed, and she wants to have a trundle so that when her best friends come over, and one of my close friends, he has 2 children, and so when they come over, she's got extra space so they don't have to sleep on the floor or couch or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's very thoughtful. You could just get a bed for yourself, but she wants a trundle, and she's very specific, as we all should be, very specific about what we like, what we want. So we're looking online, we're looking at options, and then it hit me. I was telling her, I said, your oldest sister, she had a bed like this, one of the beds that she was picking out. It was a cute little princess bed with the stairs that go up and all these accoutrements attached to it, like little girls should, little princess bedroom. And then I started to kind of go down this mental rabbit hole of remembering, the negative emotional experiences I had when I was with Officer Miles, the second husband. And you know what, I'm gonna stop saying his name because he don't get no press from me. His name don't even deserve to be mentioned. But I'll say this, the cop ex-husband. So when I was with him, and we were moving into our new home, a home that now looking back he could have never got without me, although he tried to make it seem like he was building a new home for all of us. No, we'll talk about that in another time, or go to my YouTube and check them other stories that'll tell you about that. So anyway, so we're moving into the new home, and I'm shopping for furniture. And I remember him being just so pressed about me buying this bed for Michaela. And he didn't put a dime into it. I didn't even need him to. And it was a princess bed, and I'm getting her room together, and he was just so pressed about this. It was like he was so jealous and just not happy. Why does it have to be all of that? Why does she have to have a bed with stairs and all these things attached to it and a nice desk and all that stuff? And I just, I kind of brushed it off, but I'm like, what's wrong with this fool? Who gets upset about, their stepchild, their now child, having nice things in their house? What's that all about? So now it kind of dawned on me. He was jealous of me giving my daughter nice things for a couple of reasons. One, he used to punch down on me a lot because, he was a predator. He preyed on me. I was a single mother of 2 children. And I think he thought, let me scoop her up because she's cute. She still has her youth. She's smart. She's blah, blah, blah. And let me suck her, siphon off her energy and everything else. And I'll be able to do it because, she'll be grateful. She should be grateful that, I'm picking her up from the gutter, which I was never in the gutter, y'all. But, I'm saving her from the this life of being, a baby mama, a single mother of 2 kids. I'm rescuing her. And that's how he treated me too. Like, I should be grateful to be married to him and grateful to be there. So he sees me, doing things for my daughter that he wasn't doing for his own daughter. And he hated it. He would do things to try to kill my daughter's joy. He was so mean to her, and especially when I wasn't around. And when I started seeing the signs of that, you guys, I'm gonna let you know, I did not stay. I did not stay. When I started seeing the signs of the abuse to my children, I did not stay. Although he was abusing me, and for whatever reason, for who I was at that time, I didn't stand up for myself like I should for a long time, put it like that. It took me a while to get to that point. But anyway, back to the point. He was jealous, you guys. He was jealous about me taking care of my daughter. And it wasn't about the bed. It was about what all that represented. So at that time, I really believed his foolishness that he sold me a bill of goods. And, I was sheltered, and I was not educated. I didn't know what I know now about, relationships, men who lie, things like that. I'll tell you, anytime a man is always talking bad about the ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever, it's bullcrap. I'll tell you that. So he had me believing at the time that his previous wife was just some evil troll under a bridge that just was miserable, and she was jealous because he looked good and he had a good career as a police officer, which he didn't. Girl, he was broke, and that he married somebody younger, because he's 21 years older than me. He did not look like it at all, and he lied to me about that too, guys. When I started dating him, I did not know he was that much older than me, and by the time we got close to marriage, I kind of felt like I was locked in, which I wasn't, and when I discovered that, I got the hell out. But anyway, so he kind of had me thinking, he would say, she's just jealous of you because you're younger and I've got a better life than her, and he would say that she was holding their daughter hostage. Here's another tip. A lot of these guys who say that they can't see their children and that their children are being held hostage away from them, investigate that. It's much easier to say that than to say the truth of the matter is I'm not willing to show up the way that I should, so I'm actually abandoning my children, but I'm doing it passive aggressively, so I'm going to blame it on the mother. Okay, so I believed that I was young. I was very young. I was totally inexperienced when it came to all these things. And I just didn't have the knowledge or the education. So it was what it was. So I really thought, and I felt sorry for him, that he was not able to be a father to his daughter. In actuality, he was abusive to her. And I heard this from her mouth as well. And so she was being protected from her father, and I wound up, unfortunately, years later having to do the same thing and protect all of my children, including his 2 children that he purposely gave me from him as well. And with those 2 children, he told me, that the first and the second one was to try to, the first one was to try to trap me. The second one was to try to keep me when I started going down the road of divorce. It is what it is. But he was jealous, and he was mean to my oldest daughter. He was jealous of the way that I was caring for her, because how dare you, how dare you, so-called broke baby single mama, have the nerve to have these, to have these bougie tastes and want the best for you and your daughter. You should be willing to settle for whatever it is that I can provide and that I want to give you, which was dust. Okay, it was dust. That's pretty much it. Dick and dust. Oop, I said that word. Sorry. It was about what that represented. He saw it was something in me that he always hated. It was interesting because the things in me that he hated were also the things in me that attracted to him to me, but he also despised it. And I think it was because the things that I was doing for my child, it kind of held up a mirror to him, and it forced him to have to see himself and see that he just ain't shit and he's lazy. And a lot of the things I was doing for my child and then my children as a married single mom, because although we were married, I was still very much a single mother, and he became my child as well. And that's another story. Go check the YouTube. I do a lot of story times. So a lot of these things I was struggling to make happen on my own as a mompreneur and bringing in the money. I'm doing films, I'm performing, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm running network marketing stuff, and I'm finding a way to create my own money to take good care of my children. And he's working this job, and he probably had a higher capability of doing these things, but he was so irresponsible with the money that he was bringing in. And he sees me making better choices, having better taste. I know one time he started an argument with me over chocolate. Like, who does that? he was angry with me because at that time I would only eat Godiva chocolate. That was the best to me. The mall that I loved to go to had one of those confectioneries, am I saying that right? And a little bakery, and I could go in there and I can get fresh chocolate. And my favorite thing at that time was like these chocolate fruit cups. Oh, amazing. So I would not accept any other chocolates, and he would actually get mad at me for that, like really going off on me, like, what's wrong with you? How come nothing's ever good enough for you? You gotta have Godiva. You can't just get a Hershey bar. Like, that's a mindset. He had a loser's mentality mindset, and he had a miserable man mindset. Like, he would walk around muttering all the time, and he was used to getting attention from that, being this miserable man, and in the beginning even getting attention from me, and me doting on him and trying to do whatever I can to like try to put him at ease about everything. But he used that for control. It didn't last long, but yeah, that's the story time. Like, it just kind of dawned on me this morning. Like, I'm shopping for a bed for Maddie, and it kind of took me back to that place of when I was shopping for a new bed set and everything for Michaela, and how he just really despised that. And so I guess epiphany just dropped on me as to why. So there's that. I'm waiting on my lunch, and I'm going to get my hair done. Something else he always hated too. Like, listen, ladies, if he despises you taking care of yourself, keeping up your nails, just basic stuff, the stuff that you did that attracted him to you, keeping your hair up, you know, your nails, your brows, your health, your exercise, these men get with you, and then they want to try to stop that, and they hate and despise that. It's because they want to break you down. They want to break you down emotionally, mentally, everything. They don't want you to take good care of yourself. Why? Because they don't want to take good care of you. So they want to get you busted down into this place where they don't have to give you nothing but dick, disease, and dust, and you'll be there doting on them. Lessons that I learned. Sometimes I'm still dealing with, I'm still fighting the urge to beat myself up, because I did, the best that I could with the tools that I had. But lessons that I learned that I love being on platforms, big or small, all over, to share with other people to help you avoid having to learn lessons that way. The responsibility, not all mine. I was abused. I was emotionally abused. I was physically abused almost all of my life. I grew up in an abusive family cycle. I grew up in an abusive household, so it made me more susceptible to being abused as an adult when it comes to love. But you know what? I'm so grateful for doing the work, the self-work, and also it's just taking back power and control over my entire life, and knowing that all that stuff may not have been my fault, but what I do with it now is my responsibility. So it feels great to be in this place where, it's about me. It's about me being healed, healthy, whole, teaching and empowering my children, being a healthy mother, being a healthy woman, friend, businesswoman, all that stuff, and sharing what I have to give to the world with you on many different platforms. So my name is Nicole Lawson, aka Nicole Boo, check 1, check 2, and I am a mompreneur. I sing, I act, I speak, and I write transformative truth. I have a new book coming out. You can go to the website, NicoleLawson.com, or you can go to the website directly for the book, which is recordofwrongbook.com. And I'll drop all the links below. You can pre-order that book, and it's all about my life, my journey through different levels of abuse, and how I overcame all of that and took my power back from some pretty harrowing situations, including, unfortunately, someone trying to kill me and not succeeding. That's it for now. Anything else you want to know, go to the website, NicoleLawson.com. I have launched a new business venture called Obali. Excited about sharing those products with a lot of you women. Every woman needs what we're offering, and more importantly, what we're offering on top of those healthy feminine products is also an opportunity for other women to be in business for themselves. So excited about launching, continuing to launch and push that too. All right, guys, have a beautiful, beautiful day.